Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. It is Binky here today with another video. So I am trying to declutter things, as you know. So this one is kind of a declutter but kind of not. Okay, and here's why. So I love candles. They keep me zen. They keep me happy, especially with the craziness that ensues in New York City. I love it. I love a nice scent. So I am trying to cut down on my collection, but I'm still buying stuff because there's certain brands that I really like, but I'm trying to get better. That's, you know, I love candles. I love pretty things. That's where I go wrong. But I am trying to do better. Like there was a, Bath and Body Works sale of candles. And they were going really cheap and I didn't get any. I stepped away. I do have some here. I have not been going through them. Now, this is basically, it's not declutter, but it's the candles that I am going through now. And I want to get through many so that I can only keep like a few on hand. They have taken up a lot of space, and they do take up a lot of space. They really do. Some of them I'm keeping. It's kind of weird because there's a candle company called Glasshouse Candles that are really big in Australia. Really big in Australia. Not so much here, though the founder I think is from the US originally, but she lives in Australia. And she finally set up the company here in the US. Yes, the website is set up. It's been up, I think, for like 6 months is when I saw it. I was just looking through going, Glasshouse USA. And it's here. Here's the thing with it, though. They don't have any limited edition. So they have all these wonderful candles in Australia, these limited edition. And the only thing that they have here in the US is it's the core ones. Which the core ones are boring. They're great. Okay. Mind you, the scents are really wonderful. They're very creative. They're really well thought out. But for me, I'm a creature of novelty. So I still have a friend and their family that I know in Australia. So they send me the limited edition ones. I went, well, if you go shopping there, can you pick me up a few? And then they send me a big old box. And I pay for everything. I'm not gonna burden anyone with my own problems. So, and they're willing to do it. So, you know, they send me a big box. So, you know, there you go. But, and I don't get them all. I miss out on a lot of the limited edition. It's not like I'm having a big crate like this come over to the US. So that's something that Glasshouse should really focus on here in the US. Is it's great to have your core products. They're really wonderful. But what we really want is the limited edition. So some of these are the ones that were limited edition from the last time they shipped something out. Now I have a lot of different candles that I use, a lot of different companies. One's indie, some of them are brands that you may not have heard of. Yeah, so you're like, well, this is a makeup channel. Well, yeah, it is. But I also kind of want to head into the other areas as well. Maybe some more vlogging, maybe, you know, some home and things like that. Lifestyle, perhaps. And here's why, because it just interests me sometimes. I love beauty, I love makeup, but to me, there's other things in life as well, and I don't know. You don't have to watch it, you know, so 2 people watch it and go, really interesting, and that's okay, small channel. So yeah, so basically what I'm going to start with are the ones that you can get here in the US, and it's only one brand, and I'm only going to be speaking about 5 candles because that's what I've been working with last month. So, or actually this month, so the end of June, and then there'll be my July ones, and then I'll have a different bunch probably in August because I really want to get through all these, and I'm not gonna be able to get through all of them. I've just started them this month. Yeah, so, and even beyond. So let's start with the ones that people can get here in the US that we can bounce. So this one is Goose Creek Candles. Now for about a year I was buying them, especially during the lockdown. It's when I really started buying more candles because I wanted to make it like a home. I wanted it to be, you know, just homey and beautiful because it was kind of a depressing time. And so this was a nice way to make things happy. And during that time, we also lost our gas for 3 months. Yeah, true story. We lost our gas for 3 months. And we were using heaters and it was miserable, and it was during the holidays, Thanksgiving through New Year's. Yeah, in the dead of winter. And so the candles just made things really happy. I mean, it wasn't very happy because we couldn't cook. We couldn't cook for the holidays. Sure couldn't. Our Christmas tree dried out because we were using air heat, you know, electric heat, because we didn't have a choice, and it dried it out within a week. It was awful. But You know what? People had it worse, so not going to complain. We had candles. So I ordered Goose Creek candles because I heard they were really decent. They were nice, you know, like Bath and Body Works are kind of small and they get more expensive, but you can get really good deals. But I've heard the scents haven't been as strong. I have older ones, so I don't know if that's the case. So everybody's like, Goose Creek candles is a really good way of taking care of this. You know, they're just as good, actually very similar in branding. And you'll love them, and they have really great sales, and they do. Never buy anything full price because there'll always be a sale. There you go. So the first one, what intrigued me about them was there was a cereal line. I kid you not, a cereal line where they take classic cereals like Lucky Charms or Fruity Pebbles, and then they put them into candle form. Kind of fun, I think so. So of course I had to buy the whole line several times. Not the full line, but a lot of them. So this one is the Lucky Marshmallows, because they don't want to say Lucky Charms because they'll get busted. So it's Lucky Marshmallows. Don't you forget it. And so this is their design. They have different ones. They have the bigger ones with the one wick, and then even smaller ones. This is the one. I like the ones with the 2 wicks. I will always like the ones with the 2 wicks. Always. That's my style. You know. But I just feel like they burn better, and I feel like the scent moves a little bit better around the apartment. I especially love 3 wicks, but that might be getting greedy, but I'm okay with the 2 wicks. So, you know, the packaging is very, you know, Bath and Body Works type sticker put on here, and, you know, tells you what to do at the bottom, like trim the wick, trim it, damn it, and, you know, be careful, don't touch the glass, all the good things to keep you safe. There you go. You've lived it, you know, this isn't your first rodeo. So this is what it looks like, and it's green. It's Lucky Charms or Lucky Marshmallows. So a lot of people said these were dead ringers, so I'm gonna be honest with you. This isn't really a dead ringer for Lucky Charms for me. It has a very strong lime scent to it, which I actually don't mind. I actually don't like citrus, to be honest with you, but I will never complain, as I always say, about lime in my tequila. I won't. So you know what? It brings happy memories to me. It actually kind of smells, strangely, like a margarita. It does. It smells strangely like a margarita. So here you go. Here's your margarita candle. Yes, I know it's supposed to be Lucky Charms, but to me it smells like a margarita. I'm not against that. It's just bring out the chips and salsa and you got yourself a party, sort of. Bring out that tequila. Unless you had a bad experience, because everyone but me have had bad experiences with tequila. I think I'm the only human being that hasn't. But yeah, it smells good. I can see where they have that marshmallowy vanilla scent mixed in with the lime scent. It sounds like it's not very appealing, but it actually isn't that bad. It's not my favorite. I was burning it for a while, and then I brought out a couple other candles because I was kind of like, you know, it's rush hour, cars, woo. And I was kind of like, but it kind of matches this room because I have a green motif going with the orange, so it actually works really well, though the Lucky Charms doesn't really match it. It's more of an Indian theme. But yeah, so then there's another one before I get into the review, because they all kind of burn this. You know what? No. Let me go back to this one. So they don't all burn the same. So here you can see that it burns really evenly. The next candle does not. I have a little advice, but I'll give that to you at the end. So this one burned really nicely. They say they burn about, I don't know, 40 hours. I think I'll put it to the side, and I find it to be about true. I'm going to actually start clocking these from here on out. Oh yeah, I will do it. I will take all these and I will clock them because I am that crazy. So the next one is Pink Berry Crisps. Now, I think this was supposed to be like Boo Berry or something. I think that's what it was supposed to be, which is a children's cereal that's usually released here in the US around Halloween. I like Boo Berry. I'm a big fan of Boo Berry. I love those things. Whenever they bring out Count Chocula, Boo Berry. Well, this is the pink one though. Frankenberry. It's Frankenberry. That's who it is. So whenever they bring these out, they don't have them in the stores near me anymore, but I used to buy a couple boxes. And I know it's total junk. It's basically sugar cereal. I know. but I would still buy it anyway, and I would eat it, and I would not regret it. So this one does smell exactly like Frankenberry. If you've had Frankenberry, this is a dead ringer for Frankenberry. It really is, and it is fantastic. So I kind of got tired of the Lucky Marshmallows and was like, I need something a little bit more light because it's summertime. I don't want a heavy scent, and Pink Berry was the answer. So this is what it looks like. Now, you will notice that it has not been doing so well. This one has been causing tunneling issues, and they're like, make sure you burn it for an hour and a half the first time so it doesn't do this. I burnt it for 5. Guess what? Still tunneled. So even though it did that, I'm okay with it because I really do like the scent. I think I have 2 of these. I bought 2 of like each. I don't know why. Not all of them. Not all of them. But this one I think I did, and I'm okay with that choice. So this one's very good. I like this one. It is very light. If you've never had Frankenberry, I can't even, how do you even explain Frankenberry? It's like a vanilla-y raspberry. Very tart, sweet, and delicious. I know. So I really, really like that one. And, you know, I find that, you know, it has a little bit of burning problems, but whatever. So then I have this one, and I'm going to have to look at the name because I cannot see it. This is Pink Mousse Milkshake. Now they actually gave this one to me for free. I think they were handing out small ones like this. And I'm going to be honest with you. When a company is handing out stuff like this, that usually tells you this it's not selling well. Why are you giving this to me for free? Something's not right. It's not selling. You want to get rid of your stock. That's what I think, but you know, maybe I'm being cynical, right? So I was like, well, let's burn this and see. It's a small candle. We'll get through it. 1 wick. Ooh, this one, I don't even know what the smell's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a pink mousse milkshake, but I've never had a pink mousse milkshake to compare it to anything. I think it's supposed to be strawberry. But it's, I gotta be honest with you, I don't really know. If I could find it, I'll put it to the side of the keynotes. But if this is supposed to be like a strawberry milkshake, it's just gone wrong. It's just a strawberry milkshake gone wrong. It's like strawberry shortcake gone wrong. And that's a problem. It just, I don't even want to light this. I've tried to light it a couple times, and every time I did, within 30 minutes, I was like, it's got to go. It's just, it has to go. And this is as far as I burned it. And part of me is like, well, don't waste it. But part of me is just like, So here's the thing. My roommate, when he does dishes, loves to light a candle to put him in the Zen mood. You know, when he's doing dishes, it's very Buddhist. You know, it's very Buddhist, very Buddha. You know, you're focusing on what you're doing, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be focused on what you're doing and nothing else. And it almost builds an ambiance for him. But I'm afraid this will take him out of his happy place if he likes this. But I still may do it because I don't think I can do it. I think he'll enjoy it more than me. I don't think he will, but maybe, I don't know. So I'm going to give this to him. So you know what? This was actually decluttered. Look, I did it. Because I can't. Rush hour, New York City, unhappy people. So, this is what I want to say about Goose Creek, if you're curious about them. I do find that their scents, you'll probably hear this a lot when I do more of these videos once a month. Ooh, I do feel that these candles, the scent is kind of, they can be, some of them are very strong, but for some reason, even when they're strong, they feel kind of weak, if that makes sense. I mean, there's a few that just smell, they smell very artificial. A lot of them smell extremely artificial to me and weak. It's almost like if you had soda or something to drink and then you watered it down, like liquor. You go and you order, I don't know, Long Island iced tea, and you're excited because it's chock full of booze. And then you could tell that they watered it down or your ice melted. That's what it's like. The scents to me are very watered down. Even if they fill the apartment, it's just not, I don't know, it just seems not authentic. Does that even make sense? They're there. And like this one smells delicious, but the scent just, it's very light. I mean, even if it fills the house, it's just light. Maybe that's better for some people, but it's not fully there. It's not fully present. Much like my roommate washing the dishes with this, he's fully present like you're supposed to be in Buddhism. You're supposed to do everything with full intention, right? We're getting all philosophical here and learning. Great. So with this, I just don't feel it's fully present, if that makes sense. The other thing is the wicks are not the best quality, and I call myself a candle connoisseur. I love them. I have burnt hundreds of them, many different brands, and I have to be honest with you, the wicks are kind of cheap. They burn really quickly. Like this was 2 hours of burn time, and look how long the wicks are. So I cut the wicks all the way down to the wax, all the way down, and that's dangerous because then the wax can melt and wipe out the, wipe these little guys out, the wicks out. But I take that chance because that's the only way I can get a small enough flame where I can burn it for 3 or 4 hours where the flame's not going like this and putting soot everywhere. You know what I'm talking about. So just be wary that that happens with Goose Creek. I've never gotten a candle of theirs that doesn't do that. And so I really don't care for the wicks too much, to be honest with you. I'm on the fence if I would buy from them again. I have quite a few of their candles. Some of their scents are absolutely wonderful. I'm on the fence just because there was an incident where they had hand sanitizer, and I did buy some of that. And a year after I bought it, they sent out an email that it had a toxic ingredient in it. I'm going to say it. I have the email. That there was a toxic ingredient that at the beginning of the pandemic, that fake hand sanitizer, or not fake, but hand sanitizer was being put out with very toxic ingredient. Now they didn't know that they had bought this batch, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They didn't. I don't think anyone intentionally is like, I'm going to go poison people, right? But they didn't announce it until a year after I'd been using that product, and that product had been around even longer than that. So people are using it, and it's toxic. That I wasn't happy about. That kind of made me go, ooh, a little bit. It doesn't mean it goes to the candles, but then it made me kind of go, what else is going on behind the scenes? So it made me just a little bit wary. So I will continue burning the candles. They have some very lovely lines, and I don't want any like hate emails or anything. I'm being honest. Every company makes mistakes. Things happen. They weren't aware. They did email everyone immediately, but it did kind of make me go, ooh, what else is going on behind the curtain a little bit. So I'm going to burn what I have and then maybe take a step back for a while. I think we need to separate for a while and see where the relationship goes. So on from that, like I said, it's still a very good, I would just want to say it's a very good, affordable candle company. So just, you make your own decision. Don't go off mine. You got to do what's right for you, okay? I just want to say that. I don't want to like rip on some company. They do put out wonderfully affordable candles with tons of different scents. So check it out yourself. Don't just go off somebody else's word if you feel comfortable, but that's another side of things. And that's why in the future you may not hear me talk about it as much, is because of that incident. So that's all I want to say. So moving it along, because I don't want this to be too long, it's candles, then we aren't splitting the atom here. So these are two of the Glasshouse candles. And if you're in the US, you probably won't be able to get these because again, we don't get limited edition here yet. Please, Glasshouse USA, if you're watching this, please give us limited edition. We want the limited edition. Give us the limited edition, please. So these were the summer collection, and this one is Sunrise in Capri. So they had two, and these are, there were two, and I bought two, but I'm only burning the one right now. They were two like summer collections, and they had these before. I actually preferred the jars that they're in before. I will put them to the side. This one's just kind of plain, but it matches my room very well because it's, it's this orange, green, dark wood kind of theme. I love it. Very nice. And I've been burning this one quite a bit, actually. And I will put the notes to the side of what is in it. And this is what I'm talking about. What I like about the scent is that it seems very authentic. What does that even mean? In that it seems like the fragrances are very good quality. That's what the difference is, I think it is. The fragrances are very good quality, while the other ones are a little bit more watered down in these. Even if they fill your room, they just seem kind of foggy. They don't seem like a full punch and quality like Glasshouse. Now these candles are extremely expensive. I think they're like $45 to $50. Yeah. So will I pay that? Obviously, it's a little bit cheaper because I get them in Australia, but with shipping, it kind of isn't. So whatever. But to me, it's a splurge and it makes me happy. So I do buy them when my friend's able to get them. But they've been putting out so many candles this year, there's no way in heck I'm getting half those limited edition. I'm just not. So I wish they'd bring them to the US. If you open up a big market here, open up the market. I guarantee you will sell more candles if you give us limited edition, because a lot of us Americans like we like variety. Maybe we're spoiled. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe other people don't. It's just me. Maybe I'm spoiled. So thank you. I'm going to take that back. I'm not going to say all Americans are the same, because nobody's all the same. But I will say we do enjoy variety, a lot of us, and a lot of my friends. Maybe it's a world thing. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So this one's very nice. Floral. I do like this one. And I'll burn this for like an hour, hour and a half, but then it starts to get a little bit heady, where I'm like, it's a bit much after a while. So then I will put this one out. So I've been burning this one actually for a couple months. I'm halfway through. I like it, but I just think it's a bit much after a while. The floral just overtakes things in this room because it matches in here. I put it in my other room, which is bigger, with the main room, but it doesn't fill it quite as nicely. So it fills this room nicely, but then it kind of gives me a headache even with the door open. And, you know, I'm just not about that world. I'm petting my cat. So I'll put the nose to the side because I don't really recognize the floral scent that it is. It's very lovely though. It can be a bit strong, and I like that. I do really like that. So really nice jars too. The jars are just really nice, and you can reuse them very easily. So this one is the Banana-Rama, or Banana-Rama, I guess, and Banana-Rama, I guess too. And this is banana bread, basically. It is a banana bread, and you know, it's good. I actually like this. I read other reviews and a lot of people didn't like this one. They felt like it smelled like fake banana. They didn't like the scent of it. A lot of them said it didn't have a lot of throw, and I'm going to say that here, that Glasshouse reformulated. They used to not be soy. They used to be paraffin, and the throw was a lot better than it is now. Since they've gone to soy, the candles are very hit and miss. It is what it is. We're going to be honest here. So with this one, this shows where the formula is a little weak. The scent is not that overwhelming. It's very sweet. Very sweet. It does have like a banana nut scent to it. I don't know if I walked into somebody's house, I'd go, oh, are you making banana bread? I think banana is very hard to formulate to make it really smell like banana. I think it was a really wonderful try. It's very homey and nice. So, you know, I like it. Actually, I like it a lot. I kind of like it better than this one because this, like I said, it kind of gives me a headache after a while. My issue is, that's what I'm talking about. The new formula is kind of a disaster. It tunnels. It tunnels. This one is tunneling. Now this one tunneled as well. You can see how it tunneled there. So you're spending this much on a candle, but it isn't burning down very well. This one's a disaster. So then you go online and you say, oh, it's not burning very well. And people say, wrap it up with tin foil and then it'll burn down. But I shouldn't have to wrap a $50 or $50+ candle in tin foil to make it work. That's my issue with it. It didn't used to be like that. If you use their old candles, it's not the case. And they're like, make sure you burn it for 2 hours or an hour and a half or 2 hours. I burnt this for 3 hours. And I burn it 3 to 4 hours every night. And this is what's happening. Though it's a lovely scent, and I have another one of these, I'm a little bit disappointed, especially in the quality here. Also, there is some black soot on the side, which the whole reason they switched to soy was so it wouldn't have black soot. Black soot. I really wish they had made this a separate line, the soy line, and then kept their old one. It's one of those things like Bite Beauty.
I don't know that one.
Alexa's spying on me. Did you hear that? You're spying on me, Alexa. You're spying. Yeah, now she has nothing to say. Very weird. So anyway, Yeah, I wish they'd done a separate line. Bite Beauty did that by getting rid of the Mousse Bouche, the lipsticks, and then they brought out like vegan line, and now it's not doing so well. So it's that type of a thing. It's just, don't mess with something that is perfect. If it's good, stick with it. And they should have, because the scents are lovely, but it's just not really acceptable. That being said, it is a lovely, lovely scent. I probably will put tinfoil around it because I don't want to waste it, but it just defeats the whole purpose. Defeats the whole purpose. So yeah, so those are the 4 candles that I have been enjoying. I seriously, in this apartment, I'm not even gonna lie, probably have about 50, 60 candles. I kid you not. And you're like, you are hoarding, you betcha. I sure am. And so that's why I'm trying to get through things. I decluttered one. It's going to my roomie. He will use it very quickly. He will enjoy this. Even if he doesn't, he'll use it because he's not about waste. So there you go. But I think out of all of these, I would say that my definite favorites, you know, if I were going to rank them this month, I seriously would probably put this one at the bottom. You can get this. They do bring them back every couple months, so you can pick up this little lovely if you're interested and have like wonderful memories to Lucky Charms. You'll really like that. I think then I would put this one next, and Sunset and Capri, not because it's bad. It's actually quite lovely. It's just a little too floral and not very complex for me. So it's like, oh, floral on floral. So this one would probably be second to third, you know, third place. Let's make it better. You know what? That's cheerier. Then I would put this lovely pink little guy here, the Frankenberry thing. This one's really good. I will say that Glasshouse, I'm not trying to be, or not Glasshouse, apologies, Goose Creek Candles, not trying to rip on you. I think you do put out some decent ones. Some of them aren't always, but this one's a hit. And you have a lot of them. The cereal ones are a hit, and they're really well done, and they have a good throw. So, not ripping on you. Keep doing what you're doing. There you go. This one's really nice. This one's really nice. And then, of course, the banana one. Even with this, even with the trash pulling and the bad formula, the scent's so lovely. It's just so lovely. It's number 1, even though it doesn't deserve it. This one deserves it. This one deserves it because it's burning better, but just scent-wise, this one's a little bit more for me, even though it... No. And this guy we're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk about that ever again. So, yeah. So those are the candles that I'm using. That's it. That's what I am using this month. And so we'll see what I delve into next month. We still got some time. I mean, I'm taping this mid-month. Who knows when it'll actually go up? Probably not till September or something, but we'll see. We're gonna keep this going. So with that, oh, before I go, let me know, do you know any of these brands? Do you like these brands? Would you like to know these brands? Let me think. Have you heard of Glasshouse? Are you happy it's here in the US? Are you willing to spend $50? Because maybe I'm just an animal. That's just crazy. I know, it is crazy. Let me know your favorite brands too, because once I get through some of these, maybe I'll try them, because I'm curious to hear what other people like. And I love really nice candles, no soot, a little bit, you know, I want that cleaner burn, nice throw, nice price would be great, but a lot of the time I feel like you have to put money to really get the good quality. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Tell me below. And until next time, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.